Hello and welcome back to a brand new video. ADN95 here. Today we are going to be discussing The Last of Us 2 voice actor Laura Bailey shares death threats on Twitter. This comes from shacknews.com. The voice of Abby from The Last of Us Part 2 is the target of online harassment. She took to Twitter in an attempt to stop this madness. The internet can be a dark and sinister place. Users are given anonymity on certain platforms, which can lead to some god-awful behavior. This is the case in the current wave of hatred being spewed in the direction of voice actor Laura Bailey. Laura Bailey, I hate to compare her to Troy Baker because they're both really well. Laura Bailey is pretty much the female voice actor of Troy Baker, if that makes sense. She does a lot of great work and plays a lot of great characters and a lot of video games, just like Troy Baker does. Of course, her role as Abby in Last of Us 2 has drowned the ire of some of the worst people on the internet, and they are taking it too far as only an unruly online mob can do. Laura showed some of the death threats she has been receiving online in a tweet earlier today. Check out the embedded below. So, of course, clicking through here, we are going over to Laura Bailey's Twitter account, where she has posted these death threats. Really quickly, I try only to post positive stuff on here, but sometimes this just gets a little overwhelming. I blacked out some of the words because, you know, spoilers. Side note, thank you to all the people sending me positive messages to balance it out. It means more than I can say. So she is receiving positive messages from fans and even co-workers and all of that. Let me read a couple of these death threats. They're going to get a little graphic, so I'm going to have to censor myself a little bit here because, you know, YouTube is kind of a pain sometimes. Of course, she didn't say who these people were or anything like that. One person writes, "I'm going to kill you because you blinked in the LA of Us Part 2. Last of Us Part 2. This guy really needs to kind of watch what he types. If you're going to make a death threat, which you never should, never make death threats at all. In any given situation, you better proofread. I'm going to find where you live and slaughter you for what you did to blank. Mark my effing words. I will stab you. Just want to say you should die. B. F you, you ruined it. I hope your parents die by a hard cancer for killing my blank blank. I will find you and I will kill your kid for that. Just wait for that. F you, dumb Abby B. Go F yourself. Like I said before, you should never make death threats to anyone. A couple of things that I also want to kind of read. Matthew Mercer, who is also a big video game voice actor, he tweeted out to Laura Bailey, "They gotta go through us first," with a heart. Anna Brisbane, "This is so vile and disturbing. I'm so sorry. No person should have to go through this for simply giving an amazing performance. I hope these people get the help they need to recognize what it is they're actually grappling with." And the thing that blows my mind, this right here, all of this that we are both looking at right now, Laura Bailey is the voice actor for Abby in The Last of Us Part 2. I know what happens. I know all the spoilers. I've only played an hour or two of The Last of Us Part 2 because I've just been, playing other games and doing other things. I'm going to play more of it. I'm hoping to beat it before Ghost of Tsushima comes out. However, these people are angry at Laura Bailey because of the story choices that you don't really get to make, where the story goes in The Last of Us Part 2. They're mad at the voice actor. The voice actor. Not the person who wrote the character Abby, not the game director, Neil Druckmann. They are mad at the voice actor about her character in The Last of Us Part 2 doing an act to another character that's not real. This is a video game. People are sending out death threats that they're gonna kill her kid, all these different types of just terribleness in her direction because of a video game. Look, I love video games. My channel is dedicated to Nintendo, a little bit of Sony and PlayStation stuff. I love video games, but holy cow, I don't agree with everything that has happened in The Last of Us Part 2. There are certain story moments that I'm like, no, I don't agree with that. But I'm not going to be like, oh, who's to blame? Laura Bailey. Let me send up a death threat. No, first of all, I would never send anyone a death threat over anything. This reminds me of the time when Jason Schreier reported about No Man's Sky. And that No Man's Sky wasn't really the game that Hello Games was pitching it out to be. He reported on it, and he got a lot of death threats over it. I know I'm comparing apples to oranges because Jason Schreier was formerly of Kotaku. He's not anymore. However, people get so riled up over video games. I don't understand. Like, video games to me is a way of art. It's a way of creativity. It's a way of escaping. It's a way of making new friends. It's a way of just imagining brand new worlds, exploring brand new worlds, and just, you know, video games should be something that brings us all together, not drives us apart or divides us or anything like that. What people are doing to Laura Bailey, it's just terrible. Honestly, Laura Bailey is a phenomenal voice actress, and she doesn't deserve this type of hate. No one does. Not even Neil Druckmann deserves this type of hate. I hope the people who are sending these bogus threats, I hope they get help. And honestly, I am someone who, like, maybe they shouldn't have the internet. Maybe they shouldn't have video games. They should go read a book, go do community service, go volunteer somewhere, do something that can bring more positivity into their lives and make them happier people. Because obviously video games are not doing it for them, and, you know, no, this is messed up. This right here is messed up. Hopefully with Last of Us Part 2, people will get over it. Hopefully Ghost of Tsushima will bring those people over and make these people happy to the point that they don't even have to remember The Last of Us Part 2. But I don't know. Just death threats on someone over a video game and the actions that the voice actress character makes should not equal up to death threats or harm of the actual voice actress or even the model of that said video game character. This is a ADN95. I'll see you guys on the next video. Come on, people. Let's be a bit better to each other.